Earlier this year, I rescued a first-class relic of Saint Faustina. I have always had a devotion to divine mercy and loved the diary of Saint Faustina Kowalska. And this is a beautiful relic, but before I share it with you, I'd like to discuss who Saint Faustina was and how she impacted the world. Saint Faustina Kowalska was born Helena Kowalska on August 25th, 1905 in Głogowiec, Poland. She is celebrated in the Catholic Church as the Apostle of Divine Mercy. From her early years, Helena demonstrated a deep love for prayer and devotion to God, despite growing up in poverty as the third of 10 children in a devout Catholic family. Her profound sense of God's presence was evident, even as a young girl. However, her path to religious life was not without challenges. At 20, after experiencing a vision of Jesus urging her to dedicate her life to him, Helena left home to join the congregation of the Sisters of Our Lady of Mercy in Warsaw. On August 1st, 1925, she took the religious name Sister Maria Faustina. Life in the convent was marked by humility, hard work, and unwavering faith. Though she performed humble tasks, such as cooking and gardening, she embraced these duties as opportunities for sanctification and union with Christ. Saint Faustina's mystical experiences began in earnest during her time in the convent. She received a series of private revelations from Jesus, who spoke to her about his infinite mercy and love for sinners. In 1931, Jesus appeared to her in a vision, clothed in white with rays of red and pale light streaming from his heart. He instructed her to have this image painted with the inscription, "Jesus, I trust in you." This image, now known as the Divine Mercy image, has become a powerful symbol of God's mercy throughout the Catholic world. Jesus also revealed to her the Chaplet of Divine Mercy, a prayer invoking his mercy on the whole world, and instructed her to spread devotion to his divine mercy. Her diary, Divine Mercy in My Soul, records these encounters and teachings, offering profound insights into God's love and forgiveness. After her death on October 5th, 1938, at the age of 33, reports of miracles attributed to her intercession began to emerge. Healings, conversions, and extraordinary graces confirmed her mission. One notable miracle, the healing of a man with a fatal heart condition, was pivotal in her canonization. In 2000, Pope John Paul II canonized Saint Faustina and established Divine Mercy Sunday, fulfilling her mission of spreading trust in God's boundless mercy. Her life reminds Catholics of God's infinite compassion and the call to trust in him completely. So this is a beautiful reliquary that I got. I got this reliquary online about 6 months ago, and I was very surprised to come across something like this. It was absolutely gorgeous. The little diamonds down here at the bottom of the feet, our Blessed Mother right here, and then the back, this beautiful gold back with diamonds around here as well. And the relic itself, the relic is gorgeous. That thecka is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to take it out here in just a moment because it's this one's actually screwed in. So a lot of the theckas are not screwed in, or I should say the reliquaries are not screwed in like this. So I'm just going to take this out real quick, and let's just take that screw out. I did not plan on having that bounce out like that. Hopefully I don't lose that screw. I've done that before on a relic. So let's see here. Let's pull this out. Put that over here. Manage it. Perfect. Okay. Alright, so what's interesting about this is a lot of reliquaries open up from the back. This one doesn't. It opens up from the front. So it slides right on out. So we'll put this out of a picture here. And you can see I have red velvet here just like I have as the backing of this video. And so I cut this out and I put it in. Let's go ahead and grab this beautiful relic out. Leave that glass in there. Okay, let's take a look at this. Is that just beautiful? Very beautiful thecka. Thek is beautiful here. It says Saint Faustina Kowalska. Let's go ahead and get a closer look at this relic. It is ex ossibus, so it is from the bone here. You can see that right there. Let's see if we can get a better look here. Okay, so try not to get that light in there. But it's just a beautiful inside. You know, so much intricate work was put into this. And I just know that it was a nun somewhere to be able to do this. Put in those little gold stars right here around the relic. Having Saint Faustina Kowalska right in here. This beautiful theka with the little gems on the side. And let's see on opening this up here. Let's pull this out a little bit. Some of these get in here pretty tight. Okay, this took a little bit of work to get open. And the reason behind it is when this goes in, you can see it here. It slips right in here. So it goes in just like that and then locks in. So all these are a little bit different. So let's get this off here. Take a look at the back of this stamp. Beautiful. The two hearts of Jesus and the Blessed Mother. See if we can get a closer zoom here. Look at that. That is a gorgeous stamp right on the back. That wax stamp is beautiful. The threads are whole. It is a very good relic. And I allowed a priest used this in his special ministry, and it evoked quite a reaction and a healing service, which was awesome. So I love to go to healing services, healing masses. If you've never been to a healing mass before, I highly recommend it, especially if you're suffering from any type of ailments, any type of thing that is that you would like to get a healing for. Check out your local diocese, check out your local churches, and see if you can find a healing mass. I'm sure you can. There are some wonderful priests that are gifted, and see if they have relics with them. A lot of times at healing services, a priest will have a relic on him or with him, and sometimes the prayer team will also have a relic. So definitely check in, see if you can find a relic of Saint Faustina. Like I said, I've seen some amazing things come from this relic, and I always go to her whenever I need her help. Whenever I go to these healing services, actually on my phone I have a playlist, and it's titled Healing Travel Day or something along those lines. And I have the Divine Mercy Chaplet from EWTN in song. And a lot of times I'll be when I'm driving, I'm listening to that, and I know that you've seen this relic before, the True Cross. And I'll be driving, and I'll have the True Cross in one hand, and I'm have my rosary, or my rosary. I usually use it off of that, so I'll have my rosary in my left hand while I'm driving, and praying the Divine Mercy Chaplet. So it's a beautiful, beautiful devotion. And what's interesting is I know several people in my local area who do not believe in Saint Faustina. They don't believe in the Divine Mercy. They believe the diary is not of God. And it's really shocking whenever I run into people like this, because it blows my mind. I'm like, you really don't believe in the Divine Mercy. You don't believe in the devotion, Saint Faustina. Unfortunately, there's people online that have posted negative things about Saint Faustina, about Divine Mercy, and it's created distrust in the Catholic community that I've seen. And what's also interesting is a couple of months ago, I was listening to an exorcist, online. There's all sorts of wonderful exorcists like Father Ripperger or Father Rehill or Father Carlos Martins, who runs the Exorcist Files. There's a lot of beautiful exorcists out there that are sharing their ministry and sharing their daily lives with us online, and teaching people about their faith. And in one of these one of these things that I heard from an exorcist is that the demons believe in divine mercy. I mean, they know the divine mercy hour, the 3 p.m. hour. And that's shocking to think that, okay, the demons believe in this. The demons know St. Faustina is very powerful. The demons know that divine mercy hour is the power hour, right? And yet people still doubt. People still don't believe. And it's really sad. It's really sad for those people. So we must pray for them. And wherever we get the opportunity, invite them to take another look, to pray the Divine Mercy Chaplet. I used to listen to this every single night. I used to say a Divine Mercy Chaplet before bed. Now, typically what I do is I turn on Adoration, actually from EWTN. And get this, it's from Poland. So if you look up on YouTube, type in EWTN Live Adoration, and you'll find this chapel in Poland. And it's beautiful. Actually, it looks very similar to this relic, reliquary here. Is Our Lady, and the Eucharist is directly on her heart, in her heart, and the light just shining out, rays are shining out. So it's absolutely beautiful. But anyways, back to Divine Mercy here. I find such comfort in the Divine Mercy Chaplet, such comfort in St. Faustina. I say the words, Jesus, I trust in you frequently. And it just brings me comfort. If I'm scared or I'm nervous or I have anxiety or I'm driving and there's a major traffic jam or I'm trying to get somewhere and I'm late, I'll say, Jesus, I trust in you. Jesus, I trust in you. Jesus, I trust in you. And I find so much help in my life from our Lord in his divine mercy. And I know that St. Faustina intercedes for everyone that calls out to her. There were 2 major miracles that were used that got her canonized in sainthood. And one of them was a lady that had lipedema, and terrible lipedema. I believe she had something along the lines of about 50 operations on her right leg. And her lipedema was so terrible that they were getting ready to amputate. So before they amputated, her husband said, let's go to Poland. Let's go to the grave of St. Faustina. Let's go where she's buried and make a devotion. And so the wife agreed, and they actually got an MIC. That's the Marians of the Immaculate Conception here in the United States. And they're wonderful priests, like Father Chris Alar. He used to do a lot of videos up on YouTube. And he would always start out with, this is Father Alar, just like that. I would always heard it in my head, Father Alar. So Father Alar did a lot of wonderful videos, but one of those MIC priests accompanied this couple to Poland, and they made a pilgrimage to St. Faustina's grave. And they went into the church, and this lady, for the first time since her childhood, she went to confession. I mean, it had been something along the lines of like 30 years, that she had been out of the church, not going to confession at least. And so she went and she had her confession heard. Then she went up to the tomb of St. Faustina and she laid her hand on her tomb and she said, okay, I came all the way over here. It was almost kind of a sassy way that it was written, and she said, I've come all the way here. Now what? Now what? And she heard St. Faustina say to her, if you but ask me to heal you, I will heal you. And so she asked. And immediately, the lady felt her right leg, go completely back to normal. All the pain went away. And the size, which was ginormous. If you've seen someone with lymphedema, it's huge. Their legs are they're like ham hocks. They're absolutely massive and very painful. And the size went right back to normal. And they were like, oh my gosh, it's an absolute miracle. They got back on the plane. They came back to New York. She went and she met with 5 individual doctors. They all confirmed that it was an absolute miracle. Just absolutely beautiful. Just beautiful. If you just ask. And that's what's so beautiful about these saints, that people don't realize. Just ask the saints for prayers to intercede on our behalf. I was having a discussion today online, of course, with online people and keyboard warriors. They're hiding behind their keyboard and they're not face to face, because half the time, that actually probably 90% of the time, things that people say to you online, they would never say to you to your face. But I was having this discussion with this person, and they were talking about praying to the saints and how evil that is, and idolatry, and it's idolatrous, and yada yada yada. And I was talking to this person. I said, well, I think you've got some valid points. Now, I was tricking them. I was laying a line, and I said, hey, I'd like to ask you. I've been really suffering with my, I made up something like my leg was hurting or my arm was hurting. And I said, you seem to be a really faithful person. I said, can you please ask Jesus to heal me, to send down his grace upon me and heal me? And this person responded back almost immediately. Oh, yes, absolutely. Oh, I just prayed to you. I just asked Jesus to heal you and to take away the pain in your arm. And, just say Jesus is Lord, and that pain's going to go away. And I got them. I laid the line. I got them to bite the hook. And I said it, and then I yanked. And I got to tell you, I enjoyed the conversation because it completely shut them down. Because I said, wait a second, you just interceded on my behalf with Jesus. Oh, no, I didn't. I said, yes, you did. And you're a sinful person. So why are you okay with asking people who are in sin, possibly even mortal sin, probably mortal sin, people that are not living their life, why are you asking those people to intercede with Jesus for you? And yet you have such disdain and hate for the saints. And it absolutely shut this lady down. She did not know how to respond. And it's been 9 hours, and I have not seen a response yet. And I doubt I will, because this is something that people never really think about. They're willing to ask their friends who are, like I said, very sinful creatures. Or perhaps someone that's living a good, holy life, and we hope that for everybody. But people are willing to ask these people, their sinful friends and neighbors and family members, to pray for them and ask Jesus to intercede. But then people don't want to go to the saints. And think about this. St. Faustina lived an extremely exceptional life for Christ, dedicated to Christ, doing the simple things, washing floors, scrubbing the floors, doing dishes, menial tasks that many people today would not even do. They don't want to do. They want to get their big job, make $100,000 a year, and look at all the accolades on my wall. I'm such a wonderful person. They don't want to do these menial things that they see as below themselves, but not St. Faustina. She did those things, and she did them out of love for God. And look what God did for her. Made her this wonderful saint. So these are the saints. These are the people we should be asking to intercede for us. These are the people that we should be going to immediately at the soonest moment that we have a problem. Go immediately to a saint. St. Faustina, come to my assistance. St. Clare, please come to my assistance. St. Agatha, come to my assistance. St. Barbara. Barbara is another beautiful saint. I mean, they're all beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. And if you think about it, if you go back and you look at, say, Constantine, Emperor Constantine, his daughter, he had a daughter, Constantia. Constantia developed leprosy, and I believe I have another video up on my channel on this. And she developed leprosy. And where did she go for the cure of leprosy? She went to the tomb of St. Agnes. Okay, she went to the tomb of St. Agnes, Virgin Martyr, and she prayed for healing, and she was healed of leprosy. Agnes interceded with Jesus on her behalf and healed her. So these saints are wonderful. So let's reach out today to St. Faustina. Let's ask St. Faustina to intercede on our behalf. And any time that you're going through anything in your life, say, Jesus, I trust in you. O blood and water which gush forth from the heart of Jesus, have mercy on us and on the whole world. It's such a beautiful prayer. In fact, one of the relics I had with me today when I went to the healing service was St. Longinus. And St. Longinus was the soldier that stuck the lance into the side of Christ. Now, you want to talk about divine mercy here. This is beautiful. Saint Longinus, a Roman soldier, did not believe in Christ. At the order of his commanders, he stuck the lance into Jesus' side, went right into his heart, and what flowed out? Blood and water, and they sprayed Longinus right on the face. And in that moment, his eyes were open, literally, and he saw Jesus for who he was. And immediately he knew that Jesus was Lord. He knew that Jesus was God. He knew that this was his Savior, and he converted his life, and he converted to Christianity. And he was martyred for his faith by these same Roman soldiers that he once served with. They killed him. They killed him for being a Christian. And that blood and that water flowed out upon his face. And so let's ask Jesus today, like St. Longinus and St. Faustina here, O blood and water which gush forth from the heart of Jesus, have mercy on us and on the whole world. Jesus, please pour out your precious blood upon us. Spray us with your blood and your water from your heart. Renew our faith, renew our bodies. Allow your precious blood to flow through all of our veins, through our head, through all of our organs. Pour it through us right now, Jesus, and enliven us in your faith. Through the intercession of St. Faustina Kowalska, we ask you, Jesus, to hear our prayer. For St. Faustina, intercede on our behalf, for we know she is a good, holy saint that is right there in heaven with Jesus right now, in his divine throne room. Jesus, I trust in you. Jesus, I trust in you. Jesus, I trust in you. Okay, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful night, wonderful morning, wherever you are in the world. And please reach out to St. Faustina. Ask her to intercede for you. Ask Jesus to pour out his precious blood upon you. And say the Divine Mercy Chaplet. It is a exceptionally powerful novena and prayer. And if you say it every day, you will see a change in your life happen. And you will be conformed to the heart of Jesus. God bless.